घेऊन या. जमलं तर काढायला. घेऊन या.
Where are you now?
Good evening. Sorry, good morning. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good afternoon
ma'am.
now.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you all? Quickly turn on your cameras.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. I was conscientious about it कि morning नहीं बोलना, afternoon बोलना है, and then I said evening. चलो जल्दी से quickly turn on your cameras. I can see a lot of new and a lot of old children that are there. Good to see all of you here. So my name is Sonali and I'm going to take up this session today. Anyone is aware about what is it? What's the topic for today?
Stop overthinking.
Overthinking. And how many of you find that, you on an everyday basis, that you think and you reflect ki okay, I indulge in overthinking? Can I have just a raise of hands? I'm not going to ask any questions from you. Just a raise of hands. Raise your virtual hands, it will be a good idea. Very few people have raised their hands. I was expecting more. Okay. Also, just one small request, quickly rename yourself with your own name. Rename yourself with your own name, please. I can see one OnePlus. I could see Vivo. I could see one iPhone. Please rename yourself with your own names. Rename yourself. Okay. My question is for those who are just joined. My question is that how many of you feel that yes, I do indulge in overthinking? Just raise your hand. Those who feel no follow-up questions will be asked, so you can be honest about it. I just want to see how many of you here feel that yes, we do indulge in overthinking.
अरे यार इथे हे कुठे हे करायचं हात वर करायचं मला तिथे चॅट मध्ये दिसत.
I would request everyone to take care of your audios. Archana ma'am, I've muted you. Please take care of your audios, everyone. Okay, we are there in a professional platform and everyone is there. Okay, so we have to be very careful with how our audio and video is. Okay, so be mindful of this. Okay, all right, got it. Thank you. Lower down your hands. I think very few people are honest, and some I think are there in the chat box as they are saying. Okay, all right. Can see with the intensity of the messages that a lot of you do actually engage in overthinking. Okay. Have you ever reflected that why do I engage in overthinking? Anyone who would want to share can raise their hands. Rest of you can lower their hands. Why do we engage in overthinking? Asma? Asma?
Ma'am, can I answer this?
हम मोस्ट प्रोबेबली ओवर थिंकिंग में इसलिए जाते हैं क्योंकि लोग जो इमोशनल अटैचमेंट है वो नहीं समझते, जो हमारा रिएक्शन है एक टाइम के बाद। मुझे ऐसा लगता है उस चीज को लेके वो लोग जज करना चाहते हैं, बट सामने वाला जो समझा रहा है वो नहीं समझता, उसका जो रिएक्शन है बोलने का, उसके ऊपर लोग ज्यादा समझते हैं। तो मोस्टली जो सेंसिटिव होते हैं उनको ऐसा लगता है अरे यार पहले मेरी बात तो सुन लो, जो मैं बोलना चाह रहा हूँ, मेरा रिएक्शन वो नहीं है शायद में भी।
ठीक है, ओके। मेरे को बस पर्सपेक्टिव जानना है, कुछ भी इसमें गलत और सही नहीं है, ठीक है? देयर इज नो राइट और रॉन्ग इन दिस। साइदा?
Yeah, hello, good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, when we are worried about the future, what will happen next, how I will feel about that situation, it may lead to thinking very anxiously for about the future. So that is the one of the cause of the this worry, excessive worry, and our thought process continuously goes on changing from one step to the other. What will happen next? Then ye hoga to what will happen next? In this way, the thought process goes on, but it leads to nothing because we are unaware of the situation which is going to be upcoming. We don't know the destiny and the future, but we are thinking and thinking.
Okay. Anune?
Ma'am, good afternoon, ma'am. Ma'am, when there is a kind of inaction, like we are doing nothing, then we overthink.
Okay. When we are not engaged in any task. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
whenever we feel like what will happen in the future, and then we keep thinking that if we are gonna mess up in the future, and a lot of anxiety creates. So I guess that's overthinking.
Okay. All right. Divya?
Hello.
Yes, Divya, go ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning. Sorry, good afternoon, ma'am. I feel when we expect when we do so much expectation from other person, we overthink, and usually this happens with me because I am emotional at some time. So I feel my overthinking starts that time when my expectations are not fulfilled.
Okay, all right. So overthinking primarily is characterized by repetitive and unproductive thought patterns. That's what you all just said. Yes? It is a prevalent issue that can significantly impact our decision making, our mood. That's what you were saying, that it hampers how we think about it, how we make decisions, and ultimately it affects our overall well-being. That's what it is targeting. It is frequently observed in individuals experiencing anxiety, depression, PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and general day-to-day stress as well. So now that you all just said that, it is something that we are anticipating. Okay, so there are these two terms which I could also make out from your understanding, and which I also feel are very important. Rumination versus worry. That's what makes us overthink primarily. Rumination means dwelling on the past, where characterized by repetitive focusing on the past regrets, things that have happened in our life before, something that we have done. So, somewhere or the other, our regrets, our errors, maybe some losses that we've had in the past, this often leads to persistent feeling of sadness, guilt, and despair. And that's what our constant thoughts of overthinking keep on lingering on to us, something that has happened in the past. Another thing is worry, where we are anticipating in the future, which has not even happened, but we are trying to anticipate it, that what if something like this happens. So it is defined by a preoccupation with potential future threats, lot of uncertainties that are there, or negative outcomes, conclusions that we come to, that okay, this will not happen like this will only happen in a negative manner only. This typically results in heightened anxiety and apprehension. Because of that, we constantly overthink. These two are the very important components when we look at it from that perspective. So both rumination and worry are the core components of overthinking, draining mental energy and causing considerable emotional distress. Distinguishes between them is the crucial for developing targeted strategies to regain control over your thoughts. So basically, what we have to do is regain control over our thoughts. So in this webinar, we are going to discuss how we can do. So some of the strategies that we can use to, I won't say overcome completely, but yes, you have to repetitively use so that it gets reduced and it does not impair your day-to-day functioning. Everyone understands what is impairment? What is impairment?
Ma'am, to repair.
Impair. What do you mean by impair? Divya?
I think to repair, to recover our feelings or our thoughts.
Okay.
To hamper,
Impairment.
to hamper
Impairment
or
means
be an
the person is
obstacle.
not able to do it.
Interfere. To hamper.
And the is not working in coordination.
Impairment is when it gets affected. So whenever
Okay,
we
affected.
engage,
Okay.
whenever we engage in overthinking, somewhere or the other, our day-to-day life gets impacted. Yes. It
Yes,
reflects
yes.
in our sleeping pattern. It reflects in our eating patterns. It
Our
commonly
state of mind.
reflects in how we behave. We tend to be more emotional. We might cry often. You see these bodily changes happening. The things that we observe. Everyone, please mute yourself. Please mute yourself. So the things that we observe changes in our body, in our behavior, in our language. You will observe that when you're constantly overthinking and someone tries and talks to you, you might just reply in a manner which you usually won't, right? So somewhere or the other, it is impacting our relationships also. Yes, it is also impacting how we are socializing with others. Constant thoughts, constant worry that is going on, all that is the outcome where there is impairment that is happening, where it is interfering with our day-to-day life somewhere or the other. It has cause impact to that level. Again, the degree will vary कि हम कितना overthink कर रहे हैं और कितना हम पे उसका असर हो रहा है. ठीक है, so that will again vary, but yes, somewhere or the other it impacts our day-to-day functioning. So now coming to the roots of overthinking. Why do we overthink? High anxiety and depression vulnerability. So individuals predisposed to anxiety disorders and depression are often find themselves trapped in the cycles of overthinking. Childhood experiences such as critical parenting, some trauma that has happened, can imprint patterns of excessive self-scrutiny and fear of judgment. Perfectionism and analytical thinking, a strong drive for flawlessness. Everyone wants everything to be perfect. It should happen this way or otherwise it should not happen. A strong desire that we have, or strong drive that we have, with highly analytical minds can lead to endless re-evaluations, because of which lot of overthinking happens. Stress and coping, poor coping skills. Ineffective strategies for managing stress can result in overthinking as a default response to the perceived threat. So mainly anxiety and depression are learned behaviors from the past, and a lot of perfectionism, analytical thinking that's there, that's also considered under the aspect that also leads to overthinking, and our day-to-day stress and the ways we handle that stress. So poor coping strategies, these are often considered to be the roots of overthinking when we look at it from the psychological perspective. So some of the symptoms that mental strain and indecision. So overthinking often results in analysis paralysis, and chronic indecision, significantly increased anxiety. A lot of people are seeing panic attacks, depressive episodes, sleep disturbances, and fatigue. It often causes significant sleep disturbances, insomnia, leading to elevated stress hormones where the cortisol is rising and resulting in chronic fatigue and burnout really quick. Overthinking can manifest physically through symptoms like persistent muscle tension, frequent headaches, and various digestive issues. Social and cognitive decline. It often leads to social withdrawal, impaired interpersonal relationships, and noticeable reduction in creativity and problem solving ability. Now, unmasking your overthinking patterns. First is that we have to identify the trigger that's there. So pinpoint the specific situations, the times of the day, or recurring themes that initiate your overthinking spirals. Notice physical cues. Become aware of your, that's what I was telling you before, that yes, our body shows prominent changes. So notice the physical cues, bodily sensations that are associated with overthinking. Sometimes jaw clenching, shoulder tension, stomach knots, all these could be possible somatic symptoms that your body is indicating. Cultivate awareness. So recognize the onset of overthinking. It's the critical step. It empowers you to intervene you and redirect your thoughts. So becoming self-aware allows you to gain control, breaking the automatic cycle of unproductive thoughts. So before I move ahead with some of the strategies, I would want everyone to quickly take out a sheet of paper to do one activity. A sheet of paper to do one activity.
Ready, ma'am.
Are we all ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So I am
Yes, ma'am.
quickly going to give you a scenario. Okay. And then firstly, quickly note down the scenario. It's a very simple scenario. Some of you will be able to relate to it. Maybe some of you will find ye kya scenario hai. Okay? So that's okay. This is what I can think of right now quickly. So let's do this. So the scenario is that you sent a message to a close friend.
1 minute.
Others can note down till then. I'll repeat. You sent a message to a close friend 5 hours ago and they haven't replied. You sent a message to your close friend 5 hours ago and they didn't reply. This is the scenario. Okay. So now the follow-up question is, what are the first thoughts that come to your mind? How does that make you feel?
Ignored.
I don't want you to answer. I want you to just write, not don't answer right now. Okay? Quickly write.
आज का आपने कैसे बताएगी?
I'm repeating for everyone once again. The scenario is you sent a message to a close friend 5 hours ago and they haven't replied. So follow-up question to this is, what are your first thoughts that come to your mind? And how does this thought make you feel? How does this thought make you feel?
Ma'am, can I answer in chat?
No. Just write it in your notebook. I don't want anyone to write anywhere because I don't want people to get ideas. I want everyone to do their individual work right now. Done with the follow-up question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now the next follow-up question to this is, can there be any other explanation to it than what you have written? For after the first thought, can there be any other explanation to it? 5 hours से मेरी बहुत close friend ने मुझे reply नहीं किया है, and this has never happened. So can there be any other explanation to it? Okay. Anyone who's willing to share can raise their hands. Anyone who is willing to share, please raise your hands.
Ma'am, can I answer?
Okay, Yashvi, you can raise your hand. Okay, usually I prefer people raising their hand, but we'll start with you. Okay, we'll start with Yashvi, but everyone else, please raise your virtual hands. I don't want any physical hands to be raised. I might miss out and you will get tired. Okay, please raise your virtual hand. Yes, Yashvi, we'll begin with you.
Ma'am, she might be mad or busy, or did I do something wrong?
So these two thoughts came to your mind that, okay, maybe I did something wrong and she might be busy. Okay,
Yes,
and how do you feel about it? Follow-up question.
Ma'am, I feel like I have done something wrong and I should fix it. or I should apologize if I did something wrong that might have upsetted her.
So that made you overthink for such a long time that, okay, why isn't she replying? Constantly checked your text message?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Arya?
Either she's busy or she's sleeping or she just fought with her mother and don't want to talk to anyone.
Okay.
That's why she is not replying.
Okay. And how does it make you feel?
Continue chat में देखूंगा.
Maybe I will just follow up with another message or call her.
Okay. All right. Dhwani?
Yes, ma'am. I think I would feel betrayed also, and I would be starting to think that if is she safe or something very uncertain might have happened or something like that. I overthink. And the other question answer is that yes, she would be actually just be busy with any study or anything else with the college.
The other explanation to it. Okay. All right. Dhwani? The other one?
Ma'am, maybe the friend is busy in something. Maybe it is in between of something. He or she can be do message at that time. But if it will be for a longer time, then they maybe have deleted our chats. That makes my mind मतलब सोचना ज़्यादा हो जाता है ना, why, what the wrong message we have done.
Yes. Okay.
Like that.
ठीक है. Pooja ma'am?
Ma'am, either sometimes it depends like how close we are to them. Like as much as we prioritize them, do they also prioritize us? So either they are busy or they are angry on something, or if it is that urgent, we should call up and speak to them and clear it that time itself.
ठीक है. Okay. Divya? Divya Arora?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, my first thought will come in case I have messaged my friend 5 hours ago. First of all, I will feel he or she is busy in office or some work, and my second thought will be means constantly message checking will be there. But I will be conscious about that. Why there is no reply? Then maybe I will call and ask the reason. Maybe a network issue is there, because if I talk about WhatsApp, if message is also not seen, then maybe message are not with seen. So he or she might be quite busy. So I can call. Okay, that much.
ठीक है. Pooja? You're done. Lower down your hand. Divya, you're done. Lower down your hands. Saida? Those who are done, please lower down your hands.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
Saida?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first answer is that message is not seen by her, or she may be that out of reach. The mobile or the message is out of reach, so she is not able to text me back. And the feeling that I will very next I will make a call, and the things will be get clear. If she is not receiving my call, then I may thought something other than these two.
Okay. Elsie?
I'll see that why she is not replying, and I'll be checking on if she has seen it or not, the message. So already, if she has seen, then I'll be thinking, having a negative thinking that why she doesn't want to interfere in this or to help me. Sometimes I also think, is it a true friend? There's a question mark comes. Then after some time, I'll be calling back in order to clarify that why she is doing.
Dr. Seema?
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. First questions was the first thought. So I think what's wrong? Why she is not sending the answer? First, I am waiting, and maybe my thought is that maybe she is busy with her personal work. And if it take a long time, then I think can there be any explanation? Yeah, I sent a message. What's happened? What's wrong? If you are facing any issues, please can you share with me? If say yes, so I will talk to her and send a message.
Okay. Lokeshwari?
Yeah, hi ma'am. So first, initially, I would think she is busy, should be busy with her chores. But after 5 hours, if she's still not replying, then I would message her back or just simply give her a call back. And even then it would surely worry me. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Shinu.
Hello, ma'am. If she is my best friend, so I must know about her daily routine and everything I know about her very clearly. And might be this is her working hours. Might be she is in touch with her family or with her kids. So I will wait. I will not create any kind of panic. And because she is my best friend, either there is some limited hours where I can wait for my friend, and afterwards, if she is not replying, then in necessity, I will definitely call her to know everything is good for fine at her place or not.
Manjari.
Hello, ma'am, it's Manjari.
Okay, Manjari.
Yeah. Uh, the first thought that will strike my mind will be, is he okay or no? That's it. That is the only thing I can think about. Is he okay? Because the kind of nature I know about the person will be like every now and then he is in some kind of trouble. So the only thing that can strike my mind is he okay? That's it. And next is I will call. I will not message again. I will directly call. So after talking only, I can feel okay, fine, done.
ठीक है. Okay. Anita. Nikhil.
Hello, ma'am. Yeah. So I will not think, ma'am, because there is no benefit of thinking. Because whenever he will reply me, I will automatically talk with him. But if he don't reply me for 1 day or 2 day, then I will call him. I will break the chain, ma'am. I will not think.
Great. Padmashri.
Yes, I'll try to find out reasons because it's a very close friend. I'll try to find out possible reasons what could have gone wrong, or is it my mistake? It is their mistake. What could be wrong? All this, I will try to find out many reasons for it because I will feel neglected. That it's 5 hours still, and my close friend has not replied. So I feel very regretted and neglected. And possible explanation I would find is maybe the phone is not charged. There might be with this electricity failures and all this, maybe the phone is not charged. So I'll have a little hope that person will contact me again.
Okay. Pratima.
Thank you.
हाय मैम आई थिंक आई विल ओवर थिंक अलॉट अगर मुझे दिखेगा कि मैंने 5 आवर्स से मैसेज किया हुआ है और मेरी फ्रेंड ने रिप्लाई नहीं किया तो मैं बहुत सारी चीज़ें चेक करने लग जाऊंगी, पुराने मैसेजेस चेक करने लग जाऊंगी, अपने लास्ट कॉन्वर्सेशंस उनके साथ रिमाइंड करने लग जाऊंगी कि क्या कहीं पे मैंने कुछ गलत तो नहीं कर दिया, मेरे कोई ऐसी बात तो नहीं हुई जिससे दे माइट गॉट ऑफेंड। और मतलब बहुत ज्यादा अपने आप सिनेरियोज भी शायद क्रिएट कर लूंगी कि अगर उन्होंने वो वाली बात कर दी तो मैं शायद ये रिप्लाई दूंगी, ये बात हुई शायद उस बात की वजह से बुरा मान गए थे तो फिर ये बात होगी तो मैं ये करूंगी। तो मतलब वो बहुत ज्यादा ओवर थिंकिंग में चला जाता है और स्पेशली अगर सीन कर लिया हो तो फिर तो और भी ज्यादा कि सीन चेक भी कर लिया मैसेज स्टिल नॉट रिप्लाइंग तो व्हाट कुड बी द इशू।
Okay. Manisha.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm here. Yeah. So initially, I would just think, wait for some time that maybe, not seen yet. But as time goes by, I'll start worrying as to why she's not seeing. But there can be then later, as time goes on, I'll come up with other reasons that, okay, maybe she's busy. Because if it's a close friend, you normally know their routine. Normally, if they are busy going somewhere, they would have informed you if it's a close friend. So then I'll think that, okay, busy traveling, no network. But the same thing when it happens in a group, when you post something in a group, and nobody sees or replies, then it's a different matter altogether. You start thinking of different things. Why are they ignoring me? Why can't they see only my message? Don't they consider me part of the group? So that's what happens in a group, ma'am.
ठीक है. Okay. Shruti?
Yes, ma'am. The action made me worried. As you said, this was the first time she do that because I thought maybe she was in an emergency or might be what is the condition she is in. And eventually I tried to make call and the connected people's the first I will call her mother and try to understand what is the condition, and the second thought of me is that she might be upset with me. Eventually I try to understand what would be the condition. I do that
Okay.
she is busy.
Anubhav?
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. So I think that the first questions that are coming to my mind, like they are ignoring me, maybe I'm not enough important to them. And then the logical explanation that is coming to my mind is they may be sleeping, or they may simply be not in a mood to text, or they may be busy doing something important. But these logical reasons subside, and I think no, there's something problematic with me only. That's why they're not replying. So that's it.
Ruchika?
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello.
Please go ahead, please, quickly.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, my response would depend upon whether she has read my message or not. If she has read my message, still I would wait for some time. I would expect a call back. But if she still didn't call me back, then I would make a call. And if still she will not pick up the call, then I'll call the alternate number. But overthinking would be continuing in my mind. As I'm an overthinker.
Okay. Anue?
Ma'am, the overthinking part which will go in my mind will be like if she is too much busy, like she have never been before. And the second thing is there any issue with me? Is there any fight or any arguments with me in the previous days? And the other explanation which I can give is about is might be she might be in some problem, like it is the first time and she hasn't replied since 5 hours. Second thing is I should also check my timing of message. If I am doing the message at the appropriate time, and I'm expecting that she will immediately reply me. It can be late night message also, and she might be sleeping. So these are the explanations.
Okay. All right. So a lot of you, I think we're done with everyone. Please lower down your hands. You guys are done. Okay. So a lot of you gave me, some of you were very rational when you were giving your things that, okay, this is what I think. So a lot of you who gave me their first thought that comes to their mind, they were mostly fear-based assumptions where we were fearing. A lot of you worried about maybe something has happened. Maybe they are upset with me. Did I do something wrong? I'm constantly going over with some texts or, seeing, reflecting what was the last conversation I had. Did something happen? Maybe I'm forgetting something. Maybe I committed that I'm going to do this and maybe I missed that out. ऐसा भी होता है ना that we commit, okay, Friday we'll go out somewhere, and then we certainly sometimes forget, and then the other person is not ready to reply on a Sunday when you message. Yeah, so there are multiple possibilities. So our first thought that comes to our mind is our fear-based assumptions, that what if something is wrong? Okay, maybe first thing is कि हम अपने पे ही सोचते हैं कि maybe I have done something wrong. Then second is, are they okay? If something has happened, is everyone in the family okay? Those are certainly the fear-based assumptions that we make. And until unless a lot of you said कि हम call कर लेंगे, हमने call किया, call का भी जवाब नहीं दिया, so हमने और overthink करा उसको. So the follow-up question that I asked, how does it makes you feel? Makes you feel anxious, stressed, and constant overthinking that is happening at that point of time? So other explanation का answer है to some logical thinking, which lot of you could actually do it. They might be busy or they might be overwhelmed today. One of you even said कि उसकी mom के साथ लड़ाई हुई होगी, so maybe that's why. So knowing the person, you are presuming these things where you are rationally thinking. You are replacing those negative thoughts to a positive ones. Not exactly positive, but yes, little bit more practical. This concept of shifting those thoughts where we are holding multiple possibilities helps in reducing the overthinking. Where we are possibly thinking, ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है, ये भी हो सकता है, let me wait. Okay, so there could be a possibility. It's not just always with me. So first thing is our fear. Then उसके बाद हमने थोड़ा सा second explanation में use करा, and then we were like, okay, this is cognitive flexibility, where we are thinking about multiple scenarios and we are analyzing. And that shift, that they might be busy or they might be overwhelmed today. They will definitely get back once they feel fine. Okay, and space, that is something that we should give everyone. Okay, so this was the case of a close friend. Okay, now I'll come to the strategies and I'll give you another thing, another situation in some time. Let me quickly go over some strategies and then let's discuss about some more possibilities that usually come up. So this overthinking is a mental health loop. I'm just sharing my slide as well. Excessive rumination, constant worry and the repetitive thoughts, anxiety and depression, so strong links to mental health challenges. Reduced problem solving can decrease effectiveness by up to 40%. Coping mechanism, often a response to uncertainty or fear of failure. Okay, so this is a loop that keeps on going on. We tend to feel better for some time. Then again, these thoughts constantly trigger our mind about our past that has happened and what happened. We try to analyze कि ऐसा क्यों हुआ था, ऐसा क्या था उसमें, क्यों, why did this thing happen in the past? Would it happen in the future also? So some of the strategies that we can use is, first one is to cultivate mindful awareness. So notice, name, and neutralize. So acknowledge your thoughts, try to label them, and let them go without judgment. Because when we put in our judgment, अभी इस case scenario में हमने अपनी judgment बनाई, then we tend to overthink. अभी fact में उसने reply नहीं करा है, वो fact है कि उसने अभी reply नहीं करा है. हमने अपनी presumption बनाई, उसके घर में सब ठीक है, वो ठीक है, क्या मैंने कुछ गलत कर दिया? This is our thing that we have actually made. Now there is this grounding technique. So a lot of you have already been in my sessions. I quite often make you guys do this. We can quickly do this activity for you to have a better idea. Can you write down 5 things that you can see right now, right away? 5 things that you can see. Quickly write down on a sheet of paper. 5 things that you can see in front of you right now.
Mm-hmm.
4 things that you can touch around you. 4 things that you can touch around you. You can start writing in the chat box side by side. 5 things that you can see around you. 4 things that you can touch around you. 3 things that you can hear around you. 2 things that you can smell around you.
1 thing that you can taste around you. I'm repeating, 5 things that you can see around you, 4 things that you can touch around you, 3 things that you can hear around you, 2 things that you can smell around you, 1 thing that you can taste around you. So engage your senses to bring focus to the present moment and reduce the overwhelm. I'm waiting for answers in the chat box. वेटिंग पर भी सिर्फ टच के मुझे आए हैं. सी टच, वेटिंग फॉर अदर्स. एनीथिंग दैट यू कैन टेस्ट, कुछ तो टेस्ट होगा. एनीथिंग दैट यू हैड इन द मॉर्निंग और राइट नाउ. Three things that you can hear. Three things that you can hear. Two things that you can smell around you. Two things that you can smell around you. Now I can see a lot of you having FOMO, that now when I said smell, अब सबके घर में lunch बनने का time है. So lot of people would be actually able to sense that. One thing that you can taste around you. One thing that you can taste around you. Okay, all right. I could see all of your answers. This is a grounding technique where we are bringing our senses to awareness. Okay, so try and do this activity once a week or twice a week. This will help you focus a little better and reduce the overthinking patterns. Why? Because we are being mindful about what we are thinking, about the things that are there nearby only, in us only, around us only, but we hardly notice them. Had I not asked you 5 things you can see, you won't have even noticed those 5 things that are there right in front of you. You would just notice the screen. A lot of you have written very creative answers. I can see the things that you can see. Yes, you would have not noticed. We would have not been able to focus on the present moment. That is very important. So just practice daily mindfulness. Maybe do a small meditation of just 2 minutes. Try and just sit down for 2-3 minutes and make time that, okay, this time I'm going to do something. Just few minutes ki baat hai, and then you'll be good. So observe in that meditation that you do for 2 minutes, observe your thought patterns. How are they? Now the next strategy is challenge your thoughts. A lot of times, fact or opinion. Is it a fact or is it my opinion? So how are we differentiating between objective reality and our subjective interpretation? something that is objective in nature and something that we are interpreting based on our own scenarios. Identify the distortions, recognize the patterns. That is very important to identify. Kya mere patterns hai? Every time, in every situation, this is what I think. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. Identify करो उस patterns को. क्या हर बार यही हो रहा है? Find out, seek evidence, find out a proof for and against your thoughts to gain a better perspective. So basically analyze them. How can you support your thoughts? Do you have any evidence? The example that we did, do we have any evidence that my friend did not reply? Did she write that I'm not going to talk to you? No. We just presume, no, that maybe she's angry. She does not want to talk to me only. Maybe she's talking to other people and not just me. That's not a fact. That's our own subjective interpretation that's there. Reframe perspectives, transform those negative thoughts into a more balanced. I'm not saying transform it into a positive thought. Not saying, I know that's not human. Okay, but at least we can think about the realistic and more balanced views. So that's what is the requirement. Now, another way we can do is embrace good enough. Focus on the progress and not attain perfection in every task. We can't be perfect in everything that we do. We can only strive for perfection. Yes, but that too, we have to have that satisfaction that, okay, this much we've done, and we have to look at it, how far I have come. Always look back and see what I used to do a year back and what I do now. Is it any difference? Yes, there is a progress. I have worked through with so many areas and be proud of it. So look at whatever you have achieved till now. Focus on the progress. Not everything is perfect. Complete small task immediately to avoid procrastination. छोटा सा 5 minutes की चीज है, वो हम कहते हैं अच्छा हम कल करेंगे कल करेंगे कल करेंगे. एक छोटी सी एप्लीकेशन भरनी है, हम उसको कितना procrastination that. Okay, tomorrow for sure, let me do it on Sunday. It's my holiday, I'm going to do then. And the Sunday just goes by and that work is not being done. Why not do it right now, right away, if it can be done? It should be a 2-minute rule that you can try and implement. Smallest first step. So break down decisions into manageable and actionable steps. Baby steps are easy to take up rather than doing a big whole task together. Divide it into small things and then take decisions. That, okay, this much is the concern I would want to see. I would want to take one step at a time. Don't overjump. Done is better than perfect. Prioritize completion to move forward and gain momentum. That is very important. Now, the next one strategy is that set a time limit for it. Because what happens is we can't stop it completely. And we should not also, because that's helpful for us. So designate a worry time. So allow a specific time period, like 15 to 20 minutes daily, to process your worries. Usually, what I recommend to my clients is that, you can use the workout time to think about your worries, especially when they go for a walk or they're on the treadmill. So those 15 minutes or 20 minutes, that I tell them that, okay, you can use that time for your worries, where you are physically working out also side by side and you are processing your thoughts as well. So that's like a worry time. So use a timer for decisions. Implement the 5-minute rule to make quicker choices on minor decisions. Because the more we overthink, the more the decision will linger on. Because utni hi possibilities aati rahein.
where we will not be able to come. So define, okay, I have 5 minutes, I have to take this decision in this much time. Allocate problem solving slots. Delegate focus time sessions for complex problems. अगर कोई चीज 5 minutes में नहीं हो सकती, I'm going to take up 30 minutes time, keep a timer and decide कि मुझे 30 minutes में pros cons सब कुछ देख के पूरी research करके I have to take this decision. I can't linger it on. Encourage closure. Prevent endless mental loops by establishing clear endpoints for deliberation. So it's always a good idea that we stop those mental loops, because then वो never ending process है. So try and close things once you are done. Externalize your thoughts. Journaling, a lot of people like writing. So yes, journaling is a good way to reduce your anxiety symptoms. Talk it out. Share your concerns with a trusted family member, friend, or anyone to gauge their perspective for emotional relief. Create a structured visual schedule or tool for complex choices, weighing pros and cons. This is your choice. अगर कुछ visual tool बनाना है, pros and cons सबके साथ, what is this? This will help you with a quicker decision making. Voice notes. What happens is, a lot of times what people say is that if we share certain things with others, we all fear judgment. We don't want anyone to judge on what we are, because our overthinking thoughts can be anything. So what I usually recommend is this one voice note I've added separately apart from the general ones is, try to WhatsApp में voice note feature है. I think a lot of you use WhatsApp, yes? Or maybe in your phone recorder also. Try to record those thoughts that you are. What happens is, when we speak our thoughts aloud, and then we are dumping the negative thoughts, and we are freeing up that mental space without the need of writing, because this often comes up with the challenge with a lot of people who say कि मेरे को journaling नहीं करनी है, I don't want to write, I can't write, and these days many people are complaining of. So doing a voice note to yourself or keeping it with you in your own phone, just quickly record what are your thoughts. It will be like you're sharing it with someone. There is no response, but yet you are able to at least express how you are feeling. Okay, so this is a good way to actually release whatever is there in your mind and not get into that mental loop, because unless we take it out somewhere, either talk it out, journal, voice note, or maybe make a schedule for pros and cons, we are not able to externalize our thoughts. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer to a dear friend with a similar situation. Because क्या होता है, हम किसी को एडवाइस देते हैं ना, तो हम ऐसे ही दे देते हैं कि वो ये कर लो, ये कर लो, ये कर लो. But when it comes to ourselves, we tend to neglect ourselves. Why does this happen? With a lot of people, I don't think we take it that way कि हाँ अपने लिए भी हम उतनी ही इंटेंसिटी से उस कंसर्न को लेंगे. No, you will often find कि I तो can manage, everything is okay, let me help my friend. Try to deal with yourself also, treat yourself also in a similar manner. Acknowledge humanity, recognize overthinking as a common human experience, not a personal failing. Avoid harsh self-criticism. Be gentle with yourself. Foster a supportive inner dialogue to reduce stress. Focus on the effort. Elaborate your efforts and progress rather than demanding the flawless execution. So these are some of the strategies, some of the behavior interventions that we could do is
Physical activity, I would recommend at least 10 minutes सबको exercise करनी चाहिए. 45 minutes minimum is something that I recommend, but those who can't because of any XYZ reasons, 10 minutes minimum something should be done that helps you reduce elevated mood and also reduces anxiety and improve the cognitive functioning of a person. Spend time in nature. Just go and water the plants or be there somewhere or the other, walk in the park. Just sit there in the nature, observe the small little things. Expression is something, writing part that we've just discussed about journaling. That's something that you could do, but you have to make a plan. Okay, this is my time for this. Excessive reassurance seeking. This is one of the common identified triggers that helps us. Constantly asking others for validation or confirmation. That again leads to a lot of uncertainty. Hypervigilance for potential dangers or negative signs in your environment keeps your mind in a perpetual state of alert, increasing the worry. Sometimes we overplan. Planning is good, but excessive detailed planning for every conceivable scenario can exacerbate anxiety. कि ये नहीं कर पाए, हम ये नहीं कर पाए. बहुत ज़्यादा भी planning नहीं करनी चाहिए in detail. Yes, we should plan. Planning के बिना कुछ नहीं होता. But yes, these are the unhelpful behaviors, and actively reducing them can be crucial for regaining control over your thought pattern. That's very important. We need to regain control over our thought patterns for our overall well-being. Now, this is a case study I wanted to share. Sarah is a 32-year-old girl who was struggling with social anxiety. So her challenge was that she insistently replayed social interactions, fearing judgment and rejection. So what strategy she used was she used cognitive restructuring, where she identified and challenged core feelings like they think I am awkward, replacing them with counter evidence and alternative interpretation. Nobody told her that she is awkward. She presumes or fears that others will think that I am awkward, or maybe somewhere or the other there's a history of bullying that might have happened. When she replaced those thoughts, those outcome was Sarah experienced 40% reduction in social anxiety over 8 weeks and confidently initiated 3 new friendships. So that's where it was stopping her for any social interaction because she always felt that she will be judged and rejected. Now there's another case of a client who was David, a 45-year-old career decision. So David was paralyzed by uncertainty about a significant career change, constantly analyzing every what if scenario. So he used problem solving and decision matrix. He created a structured pros and cons list for his career option, assigning weighted values to factors like salary, work-life balance, growth potential. So David made a confident career decision in just 2 weeks, reporting a remarkable 60% increase in his overall confidence. So here he designed the visual way where he wrote down all the pros, cons, thought about it, analyzed, researched, used this strategy rather than just constantly thinking, what if this would happen? What if this would happen? And I've especially mentioned the age of 45. It's not easy to do a career shift. A lot of you here are already there to make a career shift because I know a lot of you have not from this background who are planning to do a career shift. That's why I incorporated this case study for you.
because it's a tough decision. Think about the pros and cons. What are the things that will I be able to manage this? There's no always what if. What if this happens? हो जाएगा, कोई बात नहीं. Risk तो लेना पड़ता है with lot of. ठीक है? So क्या pros है? Are the pros more? Cons क्या है? Will I be able to manage with the cons? Am I equipped enough? Okay, so those are ways to actually challenge yourself and go ahead with the decision. Now, Emily, 28 years, she was stuck in ruminating on a past mistake from 2 years prior, feeling unable to move forward with her life. She practiced mindfulness, self-compassion daily. She engaged in 10 minutes mindfulness to observe her thoughts without judgment and use self-compassion phrases like, it's okay to feel this. So she accepted herself. It was her personal challenge that she had, and that was really bothering her since the last 2 years. So she decided to focus on herself, did meditation, mindfulness activities, calming techniques, reduced her anxiety, focused on herself, and gained her confidence back. And also felt self-important, increased her self-worth, which is very important. This is a 39-year-old Mark, constantly worried about future financial instability, despite having a stable and comfortable life. So engaged in behavior activation and he systematically confronted his feared financial activities, such as reviewing his budget in detail, making small strategic investments. Mark's generalized anxiety decreased by 35%. He began saving 15% more of his income and reported feeling significantly more in his control of his financial future. We constantly fear that this is something that we can't do, this is something that we cannot do. But do we actually sit down with it, think, analyze rationally? No. We engage in the first thought that comes to our mind, going back to the first thing that we did. That is, what if this might happen? We are fearing. We make fear-based assumptions. Because of that, it automatically leads us to not taking a rational decision. But when we actually think, analyze, and then take a decision, that's where the overthinking part gets reduced. Okay, so we also have to change the way of our thinking primarily. That's the key, that we have to change how we are thinking and change our patterns, because that's the best part. To when we are aware ki, we want to change, this is my trigger, this is my pattern, I want to bring about a change, that day automatically you will start seeing changes in yourself. Practice mindfulness, do meditation to keep your mind calm and grounded. Use cognitive strategies to replace your negative thought patterns. Engage in healthy behaviors. Do write it down, do a voice note thing. I've told you, try these things, incorporate them in your day-to-day life. But if still you feel that, okay, I am not able to handle, and things are not going right, I am still engaging in a lot of overthinking, I'm not able to replace the thought patterns myself, seek help. And it's okay to seek help for your challenges or concerns. Okay, that's the key. If you feel ki nahi ho raha, it is impairing. Now everyone knows impairment ka matlab. It is impairing my day-to-day life. It's better than to lose your job or whatever you are doing. It's much better to seek help rather than your relationships getting impacted. It's much better that your body shows prominent signs, you get into a lot of diseases, you get into a lot of disorders. It's better to seek help at the right time and replace those thoughts. Because ultimately, the more we ignore, the more our body somewhere or the other troubles us. Okay, so try recognize it. Once we identify, you'll be able to replace those thoughts also. Okay, seek help, seek help, seek help, and also spread awareness about it. Okay, this whole intention was to make you aware, and I hope it helped you somewhere or the other, and you're going to implement some of the simple strategies. I did not give anything complex so that you can implement. ये day to day life में implement हो सकती हैं, so try and incorporate in your day to day life. Okay, thank you so much. That's it for the webinar. Any questions that you have, I can be happy to answer it. Please check your chat box for the process for receiving the certificate. All right, bye bye. Take care. Thank you. Have a very
Bye,
good
ma'am.
day.
Thank you.
All right, bye
Thank you,
bye.
ma'am.
Thank you,
It
ma'am.
was very good, very clear.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Ma'am, can you repeat again what is the process for
Thank you,
getting
ma'am.
certificate?
Thank you, ma'am.
प्लास्टिक कंटेनर में